You are very welcome to this week's mystery spread, and I've decided to shake things up a little bit and mix 3 decks. So take your time, take a deep breath, drop those shoulders and think about which bundle you are drawn towards. Pile number 1, 2 or 3. The timestamps will be shown in the description below. And feel free to like and subscribe. I really hope you enjoy these videos as much as I enjoy making them. So without further ado, let's proceed to pile number 1. Let's have a look at pile number 1 and see what's in store. Duguay is the author of this deck, and I'm afraid this deck is out of print before those of you go rushing to go and purchase it. And this beautiful card has an image of a fountain, and it's saying the source of joy. These cards are lovely for affirmations. I once more find the joy of living like a child. Events will not plunge me back into sadness and despair. I let go of the negative. I hang on to life's beauty and to everything positive around me. I re-enter my heart and I find joy and serenity once more. And there were 2 decks. One was called the Messages of Life and the other was called the Messages of Light. And it's a really, really beautiful deck. And again, that card very much about positivity, keeping your heart light. And card number 2 is from the Crystal Angels deck, and it is the Sapphire. Easy does it. Your health, happiness and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. And look at that beautiful blue throat chakra opening up there. And the last deck we have here is from the Witch's Wisdom deck, and this is the Witch's Cottage. Security. Now immediately what comes to mind as I look at all 3 cards here is about creating a sense of security around the self. You may have felt lately just your confidence hasn't been the best, especially with the center throat chakra card opening up here. This is about your throat chakra feeling clogged or blocked. You could even have had a sore throat this week and really feel as if you may have to lay down some boundaries. The fact the Witch's Cottage is here, which is all about your home, your boundaries, your sense of protection. It's very important here that you may need to reinforce boundaries with somebody around you. Someone may be taking the proverbial mick here, and you might be getting a bit annoyed that your boundaries are being tested as well as your patience. So for the week ahead, it may be time for you to give a few home truths or simply to reassess and reaffirm a boundary. You might need to remind somebody that they're overstepping the mark with you. It doesn't have to be aggressive. You can simply state the facts clearly and quietly. And the fact we have here, the source of joy. We can take ourselves too seriously, but we can also get caught up in the drama. We can start victimizing a situation and blowing things out of proportion, going into victim mode, being the martyr, possible codependent streak here. So before we begin to spiral, emotions are not facts. Have a look at the facts of the situation, weigh them out very calmly, be very logical, and articulate yourself in that fashion, as sometimes things can get really easily blown out of proportion and we can be triggered. So let's make sure first of all that you're not entering a space of reactivity, that you're not feeling triggered here, that you can adopt a calm and rational approach to the week ahead. Yeah, you might need to kick some ass here. You may need to tell someone where they can go. That's not a bad thing. I think sometimes we fear our power sometimes, or we like to be seen as nice people, or we like to be liked. And sometimes you really do have to tell somebody where they can go. The Witch's Cottage here is very much about your own magic and protecting your boundaries, and you're the only person who can do it. Have a good, strong week, and I will see you next week for your mystery spread. And pile number 2 are as follows. The Ancestors card for remembrance, the Open My Own Consciousness card, and the Moonstone card. The minute I see Moonstone is always such a beautiful crystal. And Moonstone is fantastic for psychic vibrations. It's great for fertility and new beginnings also as well. But it helps you trust yourself again. So if you have doubted yourself or felt as if your confidence has been knocked and you're not trusting your gut, carrying a piece of Moonstone with you reminds you of your power. Again, aligned with goddess energy, as all women are affected really powerfully by those moon energies and the tides, etc. And Moonstone is very much about remembering who you are. It's about that goddess energy. And also for male energy too, it's really about the divine feminine. And really the divine feminine and the divine masculine work in absolute perfect harmony and balance together. Neither is better than the other. And this is very much about stepping into your power. So again, if you're more predominantly male energy, you may need to balance your feminine. And again, if you're more predominantly feminine, you may need to balance your masculine energy. Moonstone is helping you with that beautiful rainbow prism coming in here. And again, it's just a lovely card helping you. A lot of women on their fertility journey tend to get this card, but it's a beautiful one for new beginnings, full stop anyway. The second card is another beautiful messages of a life card, and the artwork. I used to love these decks at the fairs. Some readers even had their banners with some of the artwork from these cards. You can see why. I open my own consciousness. I let go of the material world and open to my higher consciousness. I become aware of my greatness and my importance within the universe. I no longer feel inferior. I believe in myself and I believe in life. I accept myself and I love myself completely. My mission is less important and I live it fully. As with any affirmation card, please feel free to read along with me and completely absorb that affirmation. So feel free to go back over the affirmations and read them yourself aloud, and really put your hand on your chest and breathe in that belief. It's so important we say positive affirmations about the self. So this card is very much about being open to new experiences. Stop having so many attachments either to belongings, things, people, etc. Be open to what's coming your way. And the third card here of the second bundle is the Ancestors card, and that's about remembrance. Now, with this card, there could be an anniversary or birthday of a loved one's passing that has either recently just passed or is about to approach. And this is a gorgeous sign that your loved ones in spirit are safe, but also you are being guided. You may also have invoked their help or protection around you, and this is a lovely sign for you that has done this. It's an absolute confirmation that your loved ones in spirit are working with you and helping you at the moment. And again, sometimes after a very traumatic passing, or if that person wasn't a very nice person when they were here, please know that that doesn't exist in spirit. The ego dies with the physical body. So when we pass on to spirit, there is only love. So a lot of ancestors that caused an awful lot of damage, be it through addiction or abuse, etc., that is no longer who they are. They're back to their pure soul energy, and all they want to do is try and help the next generation heal because of the damage they have done. And so your ancestors will try and help. And this is also in the case of people who were abandoned or adopted, etc. They sometimes appear in sittings as having two sets of ancestors, their biological family and the family they went to. And so it's just to say that even if these ancestors while they were alive didn't know of their existence, they certainly know when they went to spirit. And you are being claimed in the most loving, beautiful way. And both sets of families get on very well and tend to help you in your life. So please know this. And by the way, if you choose not to have them help you, that's also perfectly okay. There's no divine law that insists you must do this. It is all your free will. And so if you're happy, give permission. And if not, just know it's not the right time. All three cards together are about your personal power and about embracing change. You could be fighting change right now. You could be terrified of things changing in your life, even if that is for the better. Know that you are being protected by your loved ones in spirit. Know that your guides that actually work with you right now are trying to get you to be more open to change. You could have been hurt very badly over the last few years and really just want the comfort zone. The pandemic has done a lot of damage to all of us, and it's really made us fear anything new, and we've become very antisocial, so to speak. So this is about, embracing change. It could even be a new hobby. You could be going for a house move, a job move. Things are beginning to bubble underneath you, and you're beginning to put your toe out there again. You could even be just trying dating again after a divorce or separation. The comfort zone, it's a great place, but nothing happens there. So it's time to break free. Know that you're truly not on your own. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, everyone is helping you. They're all behind you and they're rooting for you. And it's time for you to just do it. Have a great week, and feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. And this is the last pile number 3, and let's have a look what we have in store for the week ahead. Well, from the Witches deck we have the Familiar, and as a black cat lover I adore this cat. From the Messages of Life deck we have the Me card, so this will be a lovely affirmation. And from the Crystal Angels deck we have Sodalite. Oh, it's such a beautiful crystal. Let's start with Sodalite. So Sodalite is all connected to your throat chakra, and this is really good for you to open up your throat. It may be just a few issues there with your confidence lately and putting yourself forward. That could even be for a promotion or speaking your truth or giving your opinion in a very social environment, such as speaking up in a family situation or a work meeting. But this is all about groups around you this week. So you may have to give a class presentation, you may have to stand in front of a group, you may have to vocalize your opinion in a meeting, or unmute yourself on your speaker and give your opinion in front of a big audience on your webcam. And this is a great crystal to carry. I always recommend Sodalite if you need help with your confidence and in articulating yourself. Sodalite is a great crystal for if you're doing job interviews, if you're about to go and do a performance, or you have to give a speech. Sodalite is the crystal of your throat, so I would definitely advise some Sodalite on you this week. It's also about believing in your truth, speaking your truth, and being really calm in that lovely truth of yours. So a lovely affirmation here. Feel free to read along with me and absorb every single word of it. Mario Duguay, his artwork is just so beautiful. Me, I work on the enlightening of myself. I need the approval of no one. I do not take on the problems of others. I live to fulfill my own true needs and to realize my full potential. Isn't that beautiful? And feel free to read that again, or any time this week you need it. It'll be right here welcoming for you. And don't ever forget how powerful you are. And of course, probably my favourite card this week is the Familiar, the Guardian. For those of you that have cats, you will know how special these felines are. And black cats really got a bad rap during, the witch hunting times, etc. And a black cat is actually a symbol of luck and protection around you. And there is so much love from our furry family members. The black cat has made a lucky appearance in your cards today, and this is a great week to go out and buy a lotto ticket, to put a chance on luck, to try something new, to give something a shot for the hell of it. It's also about how protected you are right now also as well. So your loved ones are protecting you, your spirit guides and animals are around you and may be giving you signs. Now, you may not have a cat as your protector. It could be a beautiful brown bear, it could be a swan, it could be a little robin. What is your animal guide? Ask out loud and look for the signs this week. And if your animal guide is trying to work with you and connect with you, you will keep seeing videos, clips, pictures, memes, etc. of that animal trying to reach out to you. And if you see it more than 3 times in one day, you can be guaranteed that that is the spirit animal that is trying to work with you this week. So the week ahead for you this week, based on this beautiful 3-card spread, is very much about putting yourself out there, not being afraid of being judged, etc. Know there is just such growth coming your way. You have come so far. You no longer look for approval. You're confident in yourself, and it's time just to push yourself now onto the next step. So that could be taking on a new role, more responsibilities. You're well able to do this. Your spirit guides and animals in spirit are helping you on this process. You may even want to invoke a particular animal guide to help you in that line or area that you wish to be more confident in. So its appearance in your cards today is really trying to tell you they're trying to help you and work with you. The other aspect to this spread is you could be blocking yourself. There could be an element of self-sabotage going on for you lately. Why are you doing this? Do you feel you're not worthy? Do you feel you're not good enough? Are you pushing people away as they try to get close? Again, Sodalight's a lovely one to try and soothe your words and really get to the nub of the issue that's facing you. Please remember, you are worthy of love. You deserve to give and receive love, and never forget that. I hope you have a wonderful week, and don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you next week for the next mystery spread.